Hello students, today's topic arrays and linked list. You know, an array is a collection of elements of a similar data type. In linked list, collection of objects known as node. Here, node consists of two parts. One is data part, another one is address part. In array, all the elements are stored in a continuous memory location. Whereas in linked list, elements can be stored anywhere in the memory or randomly stored. So here we are using static memory allocation in an array. Here static memory means the memory size is defined. That means fixed. It cannot be changed at running time. But in linked list, we are using dynamic memory allocation. Dynamic memory, which means that memory size can be changed at runtime according to our requirements, according to our applications. During the runtime, memory size can be changed. Here, array elements are independent of each other. But in linked list, elements are dependent on each other because all the elements are connected by the pointers. Okay, I will explain later how elements are connected by using pointer. Okay, coming to limitation of arrays. Once the array size is fixed, defined, it cannot be increased or decreased the memory size during the execution. Okay, so array elements are always stored in continuous memory locations. Next, to overcome these limitations, we will move to linked list concept. Okay, but in linked list, all the elements are stored in randomly, and as well as size of the memory is flexible. We can change the memory size, and as well as we can improve the memory size. It is very flexible. That's why we are moving to linked list concept. So, definition of linked list. Linked list can be defined as the collection of the nodes in which one node is connected to another node. So all the nodes, all the nodes are connected by the pointers. Here, node consists of two sections. One section is called as data section. Another one section is called as address section. That is data portion and address portion. Now you can see the diagrammatical representation of linked list. So these are all the nodes. How many nodes are there? Here A, B, C, D. So these nodes are connected by the pointers. So here node consists of two parts. So first part focusing data, second part focusing next. Okay. So last node always point to the null. Okay. So see this diagram. In this diagram, you can see array representation. Array representation here. These are all the array element, array name. So these are all the array index value. So we are storing the elements in array. So all the elements are stored in continuous memory allocation. Continuous memory allocation. So this is the array element. So array index 0. Here, this is the memory location. So continuously we are storing the elements in the memory. Okay, but in linked list, all the elements are stored in memory as a random. Randomly we are storing the elements. So here, this is one node. This node contain the data portion. Another portion will be another portion always pointing the address of the next node. Okay, so this is the representation of linked list. So as I told you, all the successive elements are connected by using pointers. With the help of pointer values, all the elements, all the nodes are connected. Okay. So last element always pointing to the null value. So it can grow or shrink in size during the execution of the program. So it is very flexible but in array all the elements are stored in continuous memory location. So that once if it is decided, not possible to change the memory. Okay. Last one is it does not waste memory space. Now, how can we declare the linked list? We can declare the linked list by using user defined data type. With the help of user defined data type, we can declare the linked list. So the data type known as structure. So you can see this representation. This is a user defined data type is type space node. We are going to create a new node for making a list. Okay, so within the bracket you are declaring the data portion and as well as address portion. So data portion declared as a integer type, address portion that is pointer variable, struct node space asterisk next. So data portion, next one is address portion. So this is the concept of declaring the linked list with the help of structure. Struct, it is a user defined data type. Using the user defined data type, we are creating a new node for linked list. Now coming to types of linked list, there are four types of linked list: in singly linked list, doubly linked list, circular linked list, and doubly circular linked list. Let us discuss one by one. So first one is, so you can see this is the diagram for singly linked list representation. So this is one node. So as I told you, node consists of two parts, one part focusing data portion, another part focusing address portion. So this address portion always pointing the address of the next node. Okay, so all the nodes are connected by using pointer. So as I told you, last node always pointing the null. So this is the end of the list. Okay, now we will move to insertion operation of singly linked list. So you can see these are all the nodes in the list A, B, C. The uh, last node points the null value. So this is the null. Now we are going to insert the new item in the list. So this is a new item to be inserted in the list. So this node will be called as temp node. So this node will be called as current node, right? Now we are going to insert this temp node in between A and B, right? uh, this is the representation. How we are going to insert the new item in the list using this code. Here you can see, as usual, you can declare the variable node, declare the node new node using user defined data type, type def struct node open bracket. So this is the data type, struct item data, struct node next. So as I told you, node consists of two sections, data section and address portion. Close the bracket, node. So coming to this insertion function, void, void means does not return any value to the main function. So void space function name insert is the parameter list already existing current list, current node, open bracket, next temp 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 node. We are going to insert a new node. That node is called as temp node. Before going to before going to insert the temp node, we are allocating the memory space for temp node using malloc function. So these are all the malloc dynamic memory allocation. Dynamically we can during the runtime it will allocate the memory space for this variable. Using this malloc function, we are allocating the memory space for temp node. Now current of next will be assigned to temp of next. Next temp will be assigned to current of next. What does it mean? Current of next will, you can see this diagram now. Current of, this is the current of next, will be assigned to current of next. Always current of next holding hold the value of the node B. Okay, now we are inserting this new node here. Current of next will be assigned to temp of next. This is the temp of next. So this address value will be assigned to temp of next. So you can see this diagram. Current of next will be assigned to temp of next. So the current of next will be assigned to temp of next. Next temp value will be assigned to current of next. What is temp value? This is the temp value will be assigned to current of next always holding the temp of next. Now automatically temp node, new node will be added in between A and B. So this is the procedure for inserting the new node in the list. Next, deletion operation in linked list. You can see this diagram. This is the representation of linked list. There are 3 nodes available. Here we are going to delete one node from this list, item to be deleted. So this node, B node, will be deleted. So A node will be called as current node, B node will be called as temp node. Now we are going to remove temp node, that is B node we are going to remove. So this is the representation. So current of next will be assigned, current of next will be holding the address of the C. So address of C will be assigned to current of next. Next, in next iteration, we are removing temp using free. Free, it is a already predefined function. With the help of free function, we can remove this temp node. You can see this pseudocode for deletion operation of singly linked list. As usual, we are creating the we can declaring the node using user defined data type using type user defined type def space struct. This is user defined data type node. We are going to create a node, open bracket. So data portion will be there, address portion will be there. So we can declare these two things, close the bracket. Coming to deletion operation, void space deletion operation. This is the parameter list. Already your existing current node will be there, open bracket. Now we are removing the temp node. So the temp node to be removed from the list. Okay. So before removing the temp node, current of next will be assigned to temp. What is current of next? Current of next, this is the current of next. Okay, so you can say current of next will be assigned to temp. Current of next will be assigned to temp. Next, temp of next will be assigned to current of next. Is it clear or not? Current of next will be assigned to temp. Next, temp of next assigned to current of next. Automatically we can use this free function. We can remove the temp. You can see this diagram. With the help of free function, we can remove this temp. So this temp node will be removed from this list. So this is the deletion operation. So these 3 things are very important. First, before going to remove the temp node, current of next will be assigned to temp. Next, temp of next. Which one is temp of next? Temp of next holding the address of the next node. Okay, that value will be assigned to current of next. So next, temp node to be removed with the help of free function. Okay, so this is the concept of deletion operation of singly linked list. Okay, now let us discuss about doubly linked list. You know what do you mean by doubly linked list? Here node consists of 3 parts. First part is data part, another part is next pointer, next part is previous pointer. So you can see this definition. In a doubly linked list, a node consists of 3 sections: node data, pointer to the next node in the sequence, that is next to pointer, pointer to the previous node in the list, that is previous pointer. Could you understand? So you can see this representation. It's very helpful for you for understanding the doubly linked list. So node consists of three parts. This is the data part. Another one is next part. So next pointer, that is next pointer. That next pointer, what is the role of next pointer? Pointer to the next node in the sequence. So this node always pointing the next node in the sequence. What is previous pointer? This is previous pointer. Previous pointer pointed to the previous node, pointed to the previous node. Here in first node in the list and as well as last node in the list, previous pointer of the first node, last point, next pointer of the last node will be a null value. Structure of a node in doubly linked list can be as node creation. Here, using as usual, we are using user defined data type struct space node, open bracket struct node, open bracket struct node, previous pointer, int data struct node, next pointer. So node consists of three parts. One is data part, another one is previous part, another one is next part. Okay. So this is the point. Previous part of the first node, previous part of the first node and next part of the last node will contain null that will indicate end in each direction. You can see here. Previous part of the first node and next part of the last node will contain the null which indicating the end of the list. So this is the representation of doubly linked list. How will you create a node in doubly linked list? As usual, using user defined data type space node. Okay, there are three things here: data, previous pointer, and next pointer. Now you can see this memory representation of a doubly linked list. So this is the first node. First node always pointing the head. First previous part of the first node always null. That's why we are putting -1. Next part of the last node always pointing the null. That's why we are putting -1. Okay. So what is next? That is address of the next node. What is the address of the next node? This is the next node value. What is address? 4. 4 will be here. Okay. What is 6? That is address of the next node. What is the next node of this 15? 19. 19, address of 19, 6. 6 will be here. Okay. So this is the data. This is previous pointer. This is next pointer. Previous pointer always pointing the previous data of the address. This is the previous data of the address. That one will be here. Next pointer always pointing the next address, next node of the address. What is the next node of 15? 19. What is the address of 19? 6. 6 will be here. So this is the memory representation of doubly linked list. Now we are moving to insertion operation of doubly linked list. So we are going to insert the new element at beginning. So before going to insert the new element, we need to check whether the list is empty or not.